Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. Going to continue my series of pointing out one hidden gem on every single team in America. If you weren't aware, I'm pointing out one hidden gem on every single team for the 2024 college football season. If you want to see all the other hidden gems, go to YouTube, search RicoKnows, get to the homepage, find the playlist, college football hidden gems on RicoKnows, and you will see all the hidden gems. In this video, I'm talking about UConn, Connecticut, the Huskies. I just did a deep dive on Connecticut. Shout out to the MVPs. If you don't know what a deep dive is, on Patreon and on YouTube, if you become a member, if you become an MVP, I tell you how many games I think they're going to win. I break down every single position group. I talk about every coach, everything. I run down this team. I talk for about half an hour on the team. So I was doing a deep dive on Connecticut, and then after I do that, I evaluate the defensive players, do a ranking system for that, and that's a whole nother conversation. And then I do a video like this where I talk about one of the hidden gems. And if you're looking at this team, it's hard for me to point out a hidden gem because I feel like I just informed the world about them. I posted many times on Twitter about how I feel like they won in the transfer portal. They have immense upgrades in the wide receiver room and on the defensive side of the ball. Shout out to Skylar Bell coming in from Wisconsin, complete stud. Can play at the FBS level, Power 4 level. Same with TJ Sheffield, been doing it for a couple years over at Purdue. Brett Buckman's the best returning receiver, or the most productive returning receiver. And then you get Gaethings coming in from Akron, complete stud at Akron, led them in receiving last year. Just kind of theatrical, a little bit after the catch. He talks a lot. Let me just say he talks a lot. We have Wes here, former fullback, turned offensive lineman out of Syracuse. And then we have Nick Evers coming in, former four-star at Oklahoma, was at Wisconsin. Couldn't see the field. Hopefully he sees it here, and he's their starter. Cam Edwards, leading rusher. Victor Rosa, stud. Mel Brown coming in from Gardner-Webb. And then Darrell Robinson coming over from Charlotte. I love the whole running back room. Loaded running back room. And then defensively, I can go on and on and on. The Simon brothers show up from Tulsa. Former USC transfer and Julian Simon. Jack Barton coming over from Georgia Tech. Really, it's Holy Cross, whatever. Shout out to Barton for being here. Yates is known goods. Plays great. We're going to talk about Stafford in a second. By the way, he's my hidden gem down here with the ball in his hands. No diddy. And then you got Aaron Key, a great linebacker. Well, he used to be a really good linebacker out of Western Kentucky. I believe he was all conference in Conference USA as a freshman. Didn't really work out. Here's a senior leader on the team, third or fourth in tackles. Shout out to two. And then Ty, is that how I pronounce it, Ty? They got another transfer coming in, the leading tackler from Troy. That's a whole nother conversation. We got some guys who lost their jobs in the secondary at New Mexico State. We have some leaders in the secondary. The safeties are great, okay? Durante Jones, his real name is Durante. Durante Jones and Malik here are studs. You watch the tape, 1 and 2 are everywhere, making every tackle. They got real leaders up here. Shout out to Javarius Sims, transfer from Central Michigan. He's been in the rotation. He's a nickel guy. Okay, cool. Ran down the whole team. Cool. Let's talk about the hidden gem. Hidden gem is Jelani Stafford. If you go and look at stats and you weren't paying attention, you're looking at the running back room, you're like, yeah, that's cool. What are you talking about? Then you look down here, you see a defensive lineman, and he has 15 carries, and 6 of those were touchdowns. This man is 300 pounds, and he's a red zone weapon. A red zone weapon, Jelani Stafford. If you go to the school website, here he is, 6'1", 300 pounds, transferred in from Youngstown State. Look what they have on the website. Nothing on his bio. He just got this number 97 here. He's a problem. Why has he always got the ball in his hands? Because he's a running back, bro. This guy's a 300-pound running back. They bring him in the red zone. Let him get his touchdowns. You know why? Get a load of this. He played ball, 1A ball in Pennsylvania, and a California area high school. But he played in PA, and he was all state as a running back. He was 6'2", 260-pound running back, okay? They were giving him 0 stars. They weren't giving him any love. Look at this, 0 stars, no love, nothing. The recruiting websites didn't like this kid. Dude, his tape is fun. I'm going to show you his huddle tape here in a second. This is a young man that rushed for over 1,600 yards his junior year. And then he rushed for over 1,000 yards his senior year. He's great, bro. I get it. He's on the defensive line. Do your job in the defensive line. Now, him playing defensive line, he on my scale from 1 to 10, he's okay. He's your average starter at the group of 5 level. But the tape, bro, I got to turn on the tape. You guys want to see a running back? First off, the first play is him on defense. I don't care about that. That doesn't move me. Let me hit the mute button here. Yeah, he's smashing dudes. Cool. Watch this fun tape while he's fullback right here. And he reminds me of this guy at Bloomington. His name was Choo Choo Luna. But nonetheless, he is just a monster of a running back. You're not tackling him. There's a kid like this at Boise State right now. He played running back. He was a 300-pound running back in high school. He was at Iowa State, transferred to Boise. But look at this young man just being vicious. And this is what UConn is using in the red zone. This is my hidden gem for UConn. They got such a great running back at him. He beat up on that kid, bro. Knocked his block off. I don't mean to, hey, that's a little corny. That's a little corny. But look at the big man move. Look at that acceleration. Hit the next gear. Man, what were you going to do when you get there? You're chasing him. What are you going to do when you get there? Jelani Stafford is him. Grown-ass man. Looking like Bambi, bro. He's nimble. Nimble. Look at them. They know what's coming. They know what's coming. 3. Hand it off, bro. I got this. And then pull away from these cats. You got to be mad. There's more athleticism in this man's pinky than anybody else on the field. I get it. He's playing nobodies, but he's crushing these cats. And shout out to Youngstown State for giving him a shot. And then he gets over to UConn. He's like, oh, by the way, I used to run the rock, coach. Coach, you got to put me in. I used to run the rock. And here he is at running back, well, fullback, and he's putting the hurt on these dudes. Look at this. You don't want to deal with him. Them safeties are down there trying to eat a kneecap. You don't want to try to tackle this man. His huddle tape is fun to watch. It's exciting. And can you imagine UConn sees him at practice and goes, yo, put it in. Hey, we got the goal line package coming. Ain't nobody want to line up with this dude. Even Ash had to shake it out right now. My pit bull was like, yo, we gonna tackle this dude in the red zone? My goodness, here he is kicking out. Lead block. Kick out on the counter. Oh, my goodness. That dude is still down. It's painful dealing with this man. Oh, what a great huddle tape. I wish I knew this young man when he was coming out. In high school, I would have put this dude on the scene. He would have been all over my TikTok. We would have made sure coaches reached out to this man. He's a monster. And everywhere you look, there's somebody eating dirt. He's putting somebody's dick in the dirt, bro. I love this. Look at this. And now he's the starting nose tackle or defensive tackle. He's one of the starting front 7 for UConn. Oh, and by the way, he does get the ball in the red zone. 6 touchdowns at the FBS level is not a game. It's not to be played with. He can just punch it in. No one wants to tackle him. All he's done over the last 3 years has gotten bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic. Yes, he's 300 pounds running with this in him. It's great, bro. It's great. I'm so impressed. Shout out to Jelani Stafford, my hidden gem for UConn. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Watch the rest of the playlist, y'all. Learn about players nobody's talking about. Peace.